Welcome to Daily Breakthrough. I am Andrew Hooper, the founder of Breakthrough to Thrive and principal of Hooper Financial. And here with me, my guest, David Hooper. Say hello, David.
What's up?
Oh, boy. So today, my revelation as I was sitting through and thinking today, doing my memoirs and my meditation, my revelation that came to me today was simply this, that sometimes our desires and our needs are outside of alignment, but if we prioritize right, we can have them both. And so I'll tell my story with this real quick, and I thought that I'd bring David and then too my youngest son, Dalen, you'll see in a moment, bring them both on to share an example from their own life where they run into this. So here's kind of mine. So I had a desire today, and this is a real simple example, but you'll kind of get the drift of it. So I had a desire today to wake up nice and early and to just kind of get moving on my day. Now, what I had forgotten about is I forgot to charge my watch, which is where I set my alarm. And so in the middle of the night, the watch died, and as a result, I didn't wake up until almost 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, when I came out, I saw my wife, I go, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I slept in so late. I had intended to wake up earlier today. And she says to me, she says, well, you should probably just listen to your body and be okay with sleeping in. Interesting revelation as I thought, and I'm like, well, gosh, the reality is that my body probably needed the sleep. Otherwise, I would have woken up on my own nice and early, because oftentimes I'll wake up before my alarm. So the reality is that my desire was to get up early, get the day started. My need was to get more sleep because I was obviously tired and my body needed it. And so they weren't in alignment. However, what I can say is that by getting the sleep, it gave me the energy and the power that I needed for today. So as long as we prioritize those things right, we can have them both. But had I woken up early, I may not have even gotten the energy that I desired from my normal morning routine. So as a result, I got them both by putting the need first, even though it was by accident. So David, as we think about for you, right, there are different, he was like sleeping or something with his eyes awake. We have this diva light. I think it sucked him into the vortex. So as we think about for you, right, what's an example of something in your life where you have a desire, but then there's also this need, and if you pursue them in the wrong order, you're not going to get what you want. What you got?
There's a bullseye around your eye.
Yes, that's from the diva light. Okay?
Last year, I wanted to play basketball, and then my desire was to play basketball, but my need was to have my grades up, and because of it, my grades being low, I got kicked off because of my grades low.
Yeah, so bottom line, if we don't have, as much as we might desire to play basketball, the reality is if the grades aren't there, they boot you from the team, and so you don't get to play. But if you prioritize differently and made sure that the need, which is what? Grades, took priority over what? Basketball, sports, there you go. Then you could have them both, right? So that's the real key, is that if we prioritize right, we can have them both. So get out of here. Dalen, come on down.
Toodaloo.
All right. So Dalen,
Yep.
How's it going, buddy? You got to sit up a little bit so they can see you. So this is Dalen Hooper. He's my youngest. So there you go. Dalen, so thinking about this, what's an example in your life where you wanted something, but you needed something, and maybe if we did them in the wrong order, we couldn't have them both? You don't know? What about, okay, so let's use the example that we talked about earlier today. If
I needed water and I wouldn't have it for 3 days, and I wanted like a Lego set, I would rather get the water so I wouldn't die.
That's right. So we were talking a pretty extreme example, right? That if you don't have water, you're gonna die. And if all you have is enough money to buy either water or Lego set, and you only had $1, and you weren't going to have water for at least 3 more days, how would you prioritize?
I would get the water.
He'd get the water, because the Legos will provide him up to about 3 days of fun before he dehydrates. So Here we go, guys. So the deal is I want you to challenge yourself and think about this. Where in your life are you placing your desires above your needs, and as a result, you're not really accomplishing either of them, or at least not to the fullest that you could? And that's my question for you. So where in your life are you doing that? Now, here's another thing. If you don't have accountability, it's really easy to fall victim to following after the desire instead of the need. And sometimes you need other people there to kind of give you a little kick and get you on the right track. So what I'd like you to do is join me and other thrivers just like you for 2 weeks to break through. Sign up today at www.breakthrough2thrive.com. That's breakthrough2thrive.com. And I can't wait to see you break through.